So you might be wondering, what is a spoonie? The word spoonie, it actually comes from something called the spoon theory. And the spoon theory was created by lupus blogger Christine Miserandino. And there's actually an interesting story behind it. So one day, Christine and her friend, they were at a restaurant. And Christine's friend surprised her with a question. Her friend asked, "What is it like to live with lupus?" So Christine wanted to come up with an example that was concrete, an example that her friend could easily grasp. So Christine started to gather up all these spoons at the restaurant, and she had a total of 12 spoons in her hands, and she handed those 12 spoons to her friend. So Christine's friend has 12 spoons in her hand and is sitting there confused. So Christine explains to her friend, "I want you to think of each spoon as a unit of energy to accomplish one task." So Christine then asked her friend, "Go ahead and start listing off different things or different tasks you do throughout your day." So her friend was like, "Well, I get up, I brush my teeth, I floss, I take a shower, I get dressed." And her friend listed off about 6 different tasks. So Christine then swiped away 6 of the spoons from her friend, and her friend was left with just 6 spoons. Christine then said, "You only have 6 spoons left. You better make sure you use those 6 spoons wisely." So the point Christine was trying to make to her friend is, when you're healthy, it's almost like you have an endless supply of spoons, or you don't really have to think about how many spoons you have. You have plenty of energy and you can just go about your day accomplishing different tasks. When you have a chronic illness like lupus, lupus will only give you so many spoons per day, and your energy is limited, and you have to really think about when and how you're going to use those spoons. So this whole story really resonated with people that struggle with chronic illness. They really identified with this spoon theory, and what they started to call themselves were spoonies. And people started frequently using the hashtag spoonie on different social media websites, and the whole term really just took off. So in this channel, we've identified 3 different groups of people we are here to support emotionally. One group is chronic illness, another one I mentioned was chronic pain, and then the third group was some other type of physical challenge. Now, often these 3 groups are intertwined. So you may have a chronic illness, you may have pain because of that, and you may have some other physical limitations because of that. So anyone that's in any one of those 3 groups or multiple groups, in this channel, we are going to refer to as a spoonie. Now, the one thing that's really important to me is no issue's too small. So others may perceive your illness or pain as minor. But if it impacts you emotionally, you can classify yourself as a spoonie. And again, we welcome you to the Spoonies United community. There's another group of people that we're going to refer to by a phrase. So maybe you're not a spoonie, but somebody very close to your heart. Maybe it is a sibling, it's a parent, it could be a child, is a spoonie. And their situation impacts you as well. We're going to refer to you as a spoonie supporter. And the last thing I want to mention is this community is for anyone. So even if you're not a spoonie, you're not a spoonie supporter, we welcome you to this community. We love to have all different types of people, all different types of perception. And the one thing I love about this community is anyone can learn from this community. So if you're a spoonie supporter, or just anyone else, we would love to have you be part of our community. Thank you.